asked to build a histogram using JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. So let's start off with the HTML portion. So I've gone ahead and mocked up the DOM structure for this. We are going to get rid of the sub divs eventually, but for now, just for visual purposes, I wanted to show a demo. So we have a container that's called histogram. Inside the container, we have three divs. We have a left axis div, which is represented here. We have a bottom axis div, which is represented here, and the content, which is in red. Now, the interesting part is the content inside the left axis, bottom axis, and the content div itself, all of the width and height for them are dynamically generated, meaning if we only have two divs inside here, the left axis will automatically adjust to accommodate for it. So if I press run, we'll see that they've automatically stretched out automatically, and that applies for the bottom axis and also the content as well. And for this, we are using Flexbox. So the histogram is pretty straightforward. It's a width and height set, a background color set, position relative, and border 10 pixel solid 999. The reason we're providing position relative on this is the left axis, bottom axis, and the content are all going to be positioned absolutely so that we have more control over their exact absolute position. So left axis, position absolute, top is 0, left 0 with 20. The height is calculated dynamically, so it's 20 pixels minus 100. Sorry, 100 minus 20 pixels. The background is green, display flex. We're aligning all the items center. We're also justifying all the content to become center, and the flex direction will be center. Flex direction will be column, and text align will be center. Now the subdivs for left axis, we're setting flex grow 1. That allows the individual subdivs to grow automatically. We're providing a border top 2 pixels, and some minor other details are the width and padding top. And basically we're applying a very similar principle across bottom axis and the content axis, and finally the content div. And right now you might see that there's no content inside, but if I was to change this to maybe 100%, then if I run this, you can see we actually have content rendered inside here, but let's keep that at 0 for now. We are also providing a transition 1 second height. This allows us to animate these bars when we programmatically generate them in JavaScript. So for now, I'm going to delete in the HTML all the subdivs because all the subdivs will be generated programmatically. And now let's rerun this. As you can tell, all the content is empty, and we're going to eventually build this out ourselves. So the prompt asks that we're given an array of numbers. Given the array of numbers, write a function that builds a histogram based on the occurrences of each unique number in the array. The histogram should display the frequency of each number on the left axis and visually represent the count using the vertical bars. Write a function called buildHistogram that generates the histogram based on the provided data. So let's write our first function that helps us translate this list into this particular format. So we'll call this function build unique occurrences. So that's it. We'll give it a first argument called input, which is generally going to be a list. And we'll say const result equals to an empty object. And finally, we'll return the result eventually. In here, we're going to simply iterate through our list. So we'll say input for each item. And all we're going to do here is we're going to say if result.item does not exist, then result item by default is just going to be equal to 0. Otherwise, all we need to do is say result item plus plus. That's pretty much it for our algorithm. So we can delete some of these extra white lines and try running this. So we'll say console.log, and we also have to provide our input. Let's call this a list. We'll say const list equals to this guy here. If I run this, so we get 2 is 2, 3 is 1, 4 is 2, and 5 is 1. That matches our expected output. So now let's move on to the second portion of this, which is to actually build out the histogram. So we'll call this function build histogram. And what we can do is we can call our build occurrences and the list within the build histogram function, just to keep things a bit more neat and clean. And in here, now we need to reference our divs that we've created. So the bottom axis, the left axis, and the content. So we'll say const left axis equals to document.query selector all, and we provide left axis here, and we'll get the first element from here. We do the same thing on the bottom axis and content. Cool. Now we can move on to building out the axes and the content themselves. So let's start off with the left axis. For the left axis, we really just want to keep track of the display of the frequency of each number on the left axis. So that would mean in our case it would be 2 or 1. So we can do something like this. We're going to need to get and build a unique left axis list here. So let's call this const left axis list, which is an empty list by default. And here what we'll say is for, and actually sorry, we need to say const data equals to build occurrences. So for const key in data, we'll have const val, which is data val. And in here, we can provide content into the left axis list. So we'll say if left axis list dot index of val is not equal to -1, meaning it's not part of the list, then we simply append it to it. So push val. So now we can console.log the left axis list, which should only contain 2 and 1 inside of it. And let's call this just to make sure everything's working as expected. So we have an error, cannot access val before initialization. Oh yes, this should be key. Okay, so we're getting an empty list. Sorry, this should be equals to -1. Cool, there we go. So we got 2 and 1 as expected. Now we can move to the second portion of this, which is to actually populate the left axis list for each item. In here we can go ahead and create the elements. We'll say item is the val here, and then we can append it. So let's rerun this, and now we have what we would expect to see. So now let's worry about the bottom axis. So for the bottom axis, what we want to do is we want to start appending the bottom axis content, which is, in this case, we are going to be using the keys to append it. So for here, we'll say object.keys data for each item. And we can copy some of these document create elements functions, paste it here, and we'll call this bottom axis element, and then bottom axis element dot text content equals to item, and then we want to say bottom axis dot append bottom axis element. and we can delete our console.log and run this, and we have our bottom axis elements as expected. Now, the last and hardest part of this problem is actually populating the content axis itself. So for that, we will need to understand what the values were. So the values are here. So 2 is 2, 3 is 1, 4 is 2. So we can iterate through our data set again. So it'll say for const in data. And here, what we can say is that for every single item, we'll create an element, something like this. And let's call this content axis element, and then instead of bottom axis, let's say content axis dot append content axis element. But in here, the interesting part is we don't want to specify text content. You want to calculate the height that we'd like to set the sub divs as. So we'll say content axis element dot style dot height, and we simply need to calculate using basic arithmetic what percentage height we'd expect this to see. So that would be basically the value itself. So let's grab the value. I think I have done this before. So we'll grab the value here. So we'll say val divided by, and then let's open and close another open and close parentheses, math.max. And we want to get the max value from our left axis list here. So we'll use a spread operator to spread that out. So value divided by math.max left axis list times 100. This will give us a percentage. And let's put this in another parentheses, plus percentage. So I think this should work. Let's try running it. So we get an error. Cannot read property undefined of append. The issue is we're calling this content axis as content axis, but we only define this as content in our HTML, so it should just be content. So let's run this again. And cool, we have our histogram created as expected. I'm going to minimize this. It's all looking as expected. We can add a slight flair to this. We'll put this behind a set timeout. So we'll say set timeout. And then we'll rewrite this. But we'll say let's run this after 500 milliseconds. And when I press run, you'll see it'll animate in. And again, this is because of the transition we added earlier. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.